Hey Libra, welcome back to Insights with Spirit with your reader Nastasia. I am actually already got your spread going. I've already prayed and shuffled your deck. So let's get right into this love reading, shall we? All right, Libras. So I sense some of you are moving. Some of you may be moving overseas, okay? Or if you're not moving, you are changing your course of action, and you are sailing out of, you know, maybe being a little bit emotionally distraught, um, and feeling a little trapped in a situation. But I see you guys are moving out of that feeling and getting to some smoother, calmer emotions. So that is wonderful. I'm glad to hear that with you guys. Sorry to hear that something has caused you guys to feel like you need to move. But usually it's probably better for you, and it's a good thing. So that's in your first week of August. I am sensing you guys are going to be leaving a certain situation in love. Um, where the water was too turbulent. It was too crazy. The emotions were too crazy. Whatever situation you guys got yourself into, you are recognizing the wrong turn, and you are making your way to get to solid, stable ground. So good for you guys. I'm so proud of you. Sometimes it's not the easiest thing, especially if we are lusting after someone, or, depending on what we're doing. Sorry, my dogs are going a little crazy right now. So just ignore those barkings. Somebody's home. All right, so anyways, coming into the second week of August is a beautiful card. You guys have not only turned it around and made, a change for your emotions and your position in this relationship, but you guys are taking a moment to just look out and see all the fruits of your labor coming back to you. Or you are looking out at your empire and you are seeing that everything's not that bad. The water, everything has kind of calmed and chilled itself out. And again, I mean, you guys are thinking about either enterprising yourself to gain a better position in love, or this could be, a certain desire that you want to work out for yourself, a certain goal that you have a lot of passion for. But I'm feeling more like it's a relationship. I think that you guys are taking your time and really focusing on your future. You're looking out and thinking about what's coming next. What's the next step? So that is wonderful as well. Now, coming into the third week, I have the Tower. And don't get worried. The Tower just talks about things that we build up in our mind that we kind of can get stiff in breaking those old ways of doing things, that sometimes we are forced out of that way of thinking by a certain destructive event that happens, whether this is outside of you or whether this is going on within you. I'm seeing that you guys may have to find the balance in maybe a certain thought process that you have in love. You know, it's time to start from the bottom again. It's time to maybe throw out everything that you know about love. Maybe throw out your expectations of what you want in your relationship, what you want in love, and start building that foundation from the ground up once more so it can be stronger, better, and more lasting. And, you know, a great way to do this is, I mean, YouTube is wonderful for this. You can look up, you know, really what is the best way to talk to somebody that you have a love interest. You know, there's beautiful ways and different videos to look up to see, and maybe, you know, figure out what you did in a relationship that made it not so good, or what that person did in a relationship that made it not so well and made it fall apart. But for the most part, I would look up videos for yourself, you know, on how to have a better relationship, better communication, better intimacy, better, you know, whatever you guys are looking for. You know, there's great books out there too, you know. Um, I can't think of one right now, but there is wonderful relationship books out there. Just, you know, depending on what you're looking for, you need to ask around, excuse me, and find that right book for yourself, or, you know, talk to a counselor even, you know, talk to somebody in relationships, a relationship counselor, about maybe why this keeps happening, or, you know, why this happened in the first place. So that's a good way to kind of get out of the funk of having to start all over again. You could learn new and better ways of how to be a better partner, and a better partner for yourself even. So what's rolling in for the 4th week of August is the 9 of Wands. And, you know, this is a card of, you know, coming out of battle and still feeling like you've got to be on guard because something else might come about. But this is a completion card. So, you know, even though you have had this mishap of having to rebuild once more, you may be a little bit defensive. You may be a little bit weary that something else has got to fall. The other shoe's got to fall, right? But this is an ending. This is an ending of this cycle. So just try to remain positive and do lots and lots and lots of research. I know when I get depressed, I like to do a lot of research, or, you know, try something new. Try something new, because it might just work. It might just be something that you have been waiting for. So, you know, I'm sorry that you guys have had to go through this kind of roller coaster of figuring out what really is needed in a relationship to make it thrive. But I think that you guys will, by the end of this month, will have learned quite a bit. And I'm excited to see what next month brings. But just remain positive, do some research, get your mind off of what failed, what didn't work, what crumbled down, and just keep positive. And you doing that research and you doing that work is going to lay the seeds for the next time around for this not to happen. And you're going to discover things about yourself that maybe you didn't realize before, good and bad. So that's always a plus. Sorry, I'm kind of chilly, so I'm wearing my blanket. Okay, so that sums up your tarot, and the love oracle that you guys pulled is, I don't know if you can see that, that's pretty. It says any time not spent in love is wasted. So to me, this tells me, even though it's getting a little bit rocky, do not forget to live from love and from that truth. Because even when you're going through it, you know, sometimes we can get into a funk. Excuse me. You know, and that funk makes us do the opposite of what we want to be planting for ourselves. So remember, love is the only reality. And even if you are single and you don't, you know, you're feeling a little hopeless, just keep your faith. I know a lot of Libras have amazing amounts of faith. So keep your faith and just know that you are love. You are love, and the wheel of fortune is going to turn again. So be giving out that beautiful knowledge and love that you have to everything and everyone. And before you know it, you'll be back in. All right? I love you guys. Thank you so much for listening, liking, sharing, subscribing. Please, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I need you on my team. So I'm thinking about doing a weekly reading, but I don't know when I'm going to be putting it out just yet. So just a heads up, you know, look for that. It's going to come about, you know, and if you subscribe, you'll get that right away. So have a good week, or excuse me, have a good month of August for everybody. Stay in love, and remember, love is the only reality. All right. Talk to you guys soon. See you next month. Bye, Libra.